I'm in New Mexico. Hey y'all. I know I just posted that I was back on the road, and I am, but I only made it as far as Deming, to that Jimmy's RV repair that I tried calling, and they didn't answer the phone, and they also, as I expected, don't work on chassis. They just work on the coach. So, yeah. I made it to the Walmart, or I came to the Walmart here because there's another place, E&M, but I didn't get there until 5 o'clock. And the guy was only there because he was waiting for a part. But the whole ride here, I was praying to the Lord to help me make it here without getting in an accident or something, because I thought when the brakes and rotors were done that it would stop the vibrating, and no luck. So I've got, like, the only way I can describe it is like a major vibration slash rumble, because it's going like this as I'm driving down the road in the front end. And I know I have a bad tire on the passenger side still. It's really old because they're so hard to find. I'm not sure if this Walmart has an auto place or not, but I am going to check. I needed to stop here for a couple of necessities anyways, like toilet paper and paper towels, and I'm going to stay here for the night. I let the guy know that. He said anytime after 8:30, just stop on in and they will take it for a test drive or take a look at it or whatever it needs to make sure that I'm not going to, lose a tire or something. I have no idea what is causing this, but it's really frustrating. You guys looking at me like I'm talking to myself. But yeah, I'm going to try and stay as positive as I can about this. Maybe I'm just being paranoid because I've been so scared driving this already, and with everything that's happened, but I'd rather be safe than sorry, and I just want somebody to look at it and calm my nerves, because I'm white knuckling it the whole time like usual, and I just want to know that I'm not going to get a flat or get in a wreck. It's pulling really bad, like I said, to the left, and I know I'm sure my alignment needs to be done, and because I did get the new tire put on the left side. It's been on and off there, well, at least once, but yeah, I don't know what's causing it, and I'd rather be safe than sorry. So, and to the haters out there, no, I'm not going to ask for donations for this. I've got plenty. I really just need to make sure that I'm not in danger and it's safe to drive this thing. So I'm going to stay here overnight and have them check it out tomorrow, and I'll let you guys know what they say. I just wanted to give you an update on how far I got and what's going on. It started probably about 100 miles ago, and like I said, I thought it was part of the brake pads and the rotors, and usually I can turn it to the right and correct the pull, and this time it didn't work. I pulled off to a parking area and tried doing a hard right to correct it like it usually does, and it didn't correct it, and the vibration and the rumbling is getting worse. So I just want to make sure I'm being safe before I go any further. And this is the biggest town pretty much for miles, and the only place that has people that can look at it. So yeah, the guy was really nice, and I'm just trying to give you guys an update. I was really hoping that it was because of the pads and the rotors, and guess not. Maybe it's just me. I could be just being paranoid. I do have generalized anxiety disorder. I worry about everything. I have serious anxiety, and I'm having some serious panic attacks and anxiety attacks driving this thing. But I'm going to stay positive. I'm going to stay positive, and I'm going to pray to the Lord that it's nothing major, that it's just something minor. It's just because the tire isn't that great on that side. But the only thing that I can't convince myself is that the tire that's bad is on the right side, and it's pulling to the left. So that doesn't quite make sense to me. Usually if you have a bad tire or whatever, it's going to pull that tire, that side of that, whatever tire is bad, it usually pulls that way. So that's why I'm having a hard time convincing myself that it's something to do with the tire. But yeah, it's really scaring me, and like I said, I'd rather just have somebody look at it and be safe than sorry. And I'm, as my commenters have mentioned, I'm not going to give any more airtime to the haters, so you can just click off. Alright? Sorry guys, I actually have a ticket waiting for me now at the van build, and I'm probably going to be a little late, but at least I'm going to get there. I'll do whatever I need to do, because I have no other choice. That is my only hope to get some work done on this and get it livable. So I need to get there, and I'm going to make it happen. So keep watching, and I will keep you all informed on everything. I hope you enjoyed the last video, and I hope all of you doubters out there got the proof that you needed to believe what I say. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Wish me luck. Gonna need it. Alright, I just wanted to let y'all know what's going on. Peace out. Namaste.
Welcome to Arizona.
So just to update you guys, I've been baby stepping it for the most part. I already couldn't do any more than 58 in this thing, but I've been doing like 50 to 54, and when I left the last place that I stayed last night, hang on a second, there's a truck going by and you won't be able to hear me. Hold on. So I made it to Arizona, but not very far. I mean, I'm about 20 miles, I think, from Tucson right now, roughly. I pulled off because I still have that vibration slash rumble, and it's not only there still, but it's getting worse. So I found this Ray's RV repair shop, which is only like, I think 5 minutes up the road, but I was too scared to keep going, so I stopped. I've got to have somebody at least look at it and make sure that it's safe, because when I talked to Batch, he said that he thought I had a bad tie rod and or a bad U-joint. So I could probably get away with the U-joint not being fixed, but I can't get away with the tie rod, because if that breaks, then I'm in serious trouble. And it feels like there's more play in the steering, and the rumble, I can actually feel it like everywhere in here. Like it's really scary. So I'm also trying to get a hold of a friend of mine in Tucson. I'm talking to him as well, because when I met them, they were working for Lazy Days RV, and another friend that I met at the same time, he was the manager. So I'm trying to see if they know anybody in the area who can at least take a look at it and not overcharge me, because they worked in the RV business for so long. So I'm talking with them right now. I actually just got to check. I got to check a message in a minute here. Yeah, because I have to have somebody look at it and just assure me that it's safe, because my anxiety is like through the roof right now. I'm praying the whole time. I'm hanging onto my rosary. I'm really, really scared. It feels really bad. And half the time I can't tell if it's the road or if it's this thing. Like, I'm having a really hard time being able to tell. And even when I go slow now, it's still doing it. So even just avoiding the highway, I don't know. I might try that and just do little back roads and stuff, so that I don't have to be on the interstate, and see if that helps. But I don't know. Right now I'm just trying to find a mechanic, somebody that can just come and look at it and assure me that I'm not gonna, cause an accident or something, or die. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I wanted to give you guys an update because I haven't posted in a day. So, and I don't want my, I want to make sure that y'all know where I'm at, and see how it's going. I wish I had better news. I really do. I thought that the vibration, which was a lot smaller before, and the rumble wasn't really there, was part of the brakes and rotors being bad. But then when I left, it was still there, and it just keeps progressively getting worse the more miles I go. So I really am afraid to go any further. I am, like I said, probably about 20 minutes to Tucson, which is where my friends are too. The RV guys I told you about. So yeah, maybe they can, find someone who can come over and take a look. I will figure it out, and I will update y'all and let you know. I've gotten this far. I'm so close, and when I get to the van build, I already spoke to Badge. If you don't know who that is, then go check out his channel, Badge, Everyone Needs One. He's amazing. I've been watching him on Jax's channel for so long, and then I just found out, like, he has his own channel. I didn't know. I must have missed that part when they announced it. But yeah, I've been talking to him, and like I said, he thinks it's a bad tie rod and or U-joint, and he just said, if you can get it here, I'm waiting for you to work on it. So that's the plan. And if anybody can do anything to this thing, it's Badge, because he is just a genius mastermind mechanic. So yeah, that's the story. That's what's going on, and I'll keep you guys updated. Thanks for watching. Sorry it wasn't better news. But for the trolls out there, no, I'm not going to ask for more donations. So just click off. Alright, I'm going to go and check my messages, and I'll get back to you. Peace out. Love you. Just an afterthought, guys. If anybody out there, if you guys can just put out some feelers for me, if there's anyone out there that would like a classic RV that they made very few of to, fix up, and they can afford it and everything else, and they have a van they can trade, that would be super. I would do that in a heartbeat. I do not and never did want an RV because of this very reason. Because everything on RVs is expensive and requires special people and special tools and special everything. I was so happy in my van. I missed my van. I sold it when I got stuck in New York because I needed a first month's rent and deposit on my apartment, or I had no place to live. So I sold my van, which is how I ended up doing it out of the car for a year, because that's all I had left. And before the van, I sold my last RV to buy the van. And then before that, I had bought another RV. So I sold everything I owned to buy the first two RVs. I paid $2,000 for the first 79 Datsun, which was a standard, which is ridiculous for an RV. But it was like a truck camper one, but it was all connected. Only to find out nothing worked in it. Nothing was hooked up. That was my first experience buying one. And then the next one I sold more stuff for, and never got to sell that first one, so I never got my $2,000 back. I sold more stuff out of my storage unit for months to be able to raise money to buy a $3,000 1985 Jamboree that was 28 feet. And that thing was amazing on gas. And that thing was 28 feet long. This is barely 20. It sucks on gas. And I swear I'm getting less and less gas as the time goes on. I don't know what's going on, but I was getting 7.2 miles, and now I don't even think I'm getting that. Like, I've got a quarter of a tank gone before I even hit 40 miles with this thing. That's just insane. I don't want another RV. I only bought this because I needed to get the hell out of New York, and this was the only thing available there. And I don't expect anybody that's never been in upstate New York to understand this, but there's literally no options. There's no vans, and then the ones that are being sold for ridiculous prices. This was meant so that I could get out of New York and come down south and southwest, where I've already looked at vans forever, and I can pick one up for $1,000 down here. They're a dime a dozen. That's what this was meant for. I never wanted to keep this because I know I can't afford having an RV. Just to answer some of the trolls out there, I'd give anything for somebody to trade me a van for this. I really need a van. I desperately need one with a high top because if I can't stand up in it, it really bothers my back. That was the only thing I didn't like about my van. The high top wasn't high enough. But if anybody out there knows of anyone that might want to trade me and has a van, and can have something like this, I'd do it in a heartbeat. So if y'all can just put feelers out there, it would mean so much to me. I would really appreciate it. Just have your eyes and ears open. Ask around. Anybody. Anything. At this point, I'll take just about anything. I had no problem doing this life in my van or my car. I would really like a van. And trading is pretty much my only option because somebody stole my identity back in 2007 and was never caught and ran my credit into the ground, so I have no credit. Whatever I buy has to be cash, which is what makes this so hard and why I keep getting stuck with pieces of junk. This isn't a piece of junk to somebody who can afford it, who likes to fix up classic vehicles, If they've got the money, they aren't going to have a problem with it, but I don't have the money for this, and I don't have the money for the gas that it takes either. That's my biggest issue. That's half the reason that I'm doing this life with such little money, is because most of it's going into the gas tank of this damn thing. So yeah, if you could just put feelers out there, I would really appreciate it. Keep your eyes and ears open. Somebody that'd be willing to trade or make payments. I can afford payments. I can afford a certain amount a month, little payments, but I can't afford. It took me 3 months to save up $1,000 to buy this. So, yeah. That's how hard it is to save money when you only have $600 a month left over after your bills are paid. I'm trying to clear things up for the trolls out there and for the people that have all these questions and are just don't care to do their own research. I will put another video up eventually when I'm not so freaking in trouble, after this happens and after the van build or whatever, I'll put up another getting to know me video. But if you go down the list of my channel videos, you will find one, I think it was probably like the 10th video I ever made, if that. And it's getting to know me, a little background on me and how I got into this life. And you will have all of your questions answered. I actually included pictures of my old RVs in that video, and, you know, pretty much told my story about everything. So just go search all the way down and, you know, go all the way down. Like I said, it's like my 10th video I ever made, so it's really far down. And it's titled Getting to Know Me, a little background and how I got into this life, or something like that. So all those questions are answered on that one video. Yes, I talk about it throughout my entire channel, but if you want just one video on all of that, then go check that out. But yeah, I just wanted to put an afterthought of, please keep your eyes and ears open for me. If there's anybody that would be willing to trade a van for this, I would love to have a van. I would absolutely love it. I can't afford this thing. I know I can't afford it, but it was either buy this or be homeless in upstate New York in the middle of winter. So that's how I ended up with this. That's why I bought it. I wasn't expecting it to be perfect. You know, I know about vehicles. I've had enough pieces of crap my whole life, but I was expecting it to at least get me to a point where I could have an option of finding a van that I can afford to buy, and that is decent. Even just having the option. Like I said, there was nothing available in upstate New York. There never is. There's a lot of things that don't exist in upstate New York. There's a lot of things I had never heard of until I left upstate New York, because they don't exist there, because there's nothing there, and they're about 10 years behind everybody else in the US. So yeah, I just wanted to put that up there, and hopefully somebody will know somebody, you know? Until then, I'm going to try and fix it up as much as I can. And it's easy to say, well, you should do this and you should fix that and you should fix that, when you have the money to fix those things. But when you don't, and you have to live off so little, then you have to, sorry about the shaky camera, guys. But yeah, when you don't, and you have to prioritize food and water and shelter above that kind of thing, then, you know, that's how it is. A lot of people don't understand how much it sucks, put it that way, to live off so little and have to prioritize things that are important. You know, like, all of them are important. Your choices are all important, but, you know, you're so poor that you have to actually put one thing before the other, even though you still need the other. But you can't get it because you have to get the other one first, because it's higher on the top priority list. I can't even talk right now, guys. I'm really sorry. I'm so flustered, and my anxiety is like through the roof. I can't drive this for very long because it scares the crap out of me. So yeah, I'm gonna go. Because I just wanted to throw it out there. Thanks for watching, and wish me luck. Please send prayers that I can find someone that won't overcharge me or charge me a fortune just to look at it and make sure it's safe. Okay. Because, yeah, I have just enough money to get there for the most part and live for the rest of the month. But not on much. Oh, I thought they were looking at my rig. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go, and I'll see y'all shortly. Keep that in mind, please. I would give anything for a van. Anything. I would trade this in a heartbeat. Especially for something like a road truck. It doesn't have to be a road truck. It could be a Falcon, which are the 80s ones, or, you know, what's the other one? There's another one. They're all like road trucks, you know? They have everything an RV has, but they're in a van body, which is perfect for me. And I've learned that over years of trial and error, because, you know, some people, they know right away. Some people have to go through one experience. I am unfortunately one of those that has to try every different kind of vehicle to know which one works best for me. And the road trucks are my dream Dreammobile. I'd give anything, but they're so freaking expensive. It's ridiculous. So yeah, if you know of anybody, I'm still repeating. Like I said, I can't talk right now, guys. I'm so sorry. I keep repeating myself, and like I'm gonna go because I can't even put words together. So yeah, I'll see y'all later. Peace out.